Breaking news. This just dropped, and it could shake up everything for the Vikings in 2025. Before we dive into this bombshell, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update on your favorite team. Trust me, you're going to want to stay locked in for this one. Now, let's get into it because Minnesota is one of the hardest teams to predict heading into the 2025 season. Last year, the Vikings finished the regular season with a dominant 14-3 record, their best since the legendary 15-win season back in 1998. They even had a shot at taking down the Detroit Lions for the NFC North crown in Week 18. But then, disaster struck. Two absolutely miserable performances to end the season, including an embarrassing wild card loss to the Rams, left huge questions heading into 2025. Will the Vikings still be contenders in an increasingly competitive division, or are they in danger of slipping back down the ranks? And if that wasn't enough, Minnesota is facing major roster uncertainty, including a huge quarterback dilemma. Sam Darnold was electric for the Vikings in 2024, but let's be honest, nobody saw that coming. And there's no real reason to be 100% convinced he can do it again. Minnesota has to figure out their QB situation, but believe it or not, that's not the biggest free agent storyline right now. Let's talk about Aaron Jones. After signing a one-year, $7 million contract last offseason, Jones delivered big time for Minnesota. At 29 years old, he put together the best rushing campaign of his career, playing in all 17 games and racking up 1,138 rushing yards, the ninth most in the league. He also added 408 receiving yards and 7 total touchdowns, proving to be a vital weapon for the Vikings offense. But here's the catch: Jones is a free agent again. And according to NFL.com, teams around the league believe he's still got plenty left in the tank. If he can replicate his 2024 production, there won't be many complaints from his next team. But will that team be Minnesota? Remember, Jones spent 7 years with the Packers, putting up for 1,000-yard seasons and an incredible 70 total touchdowns before Green Bay cut him loose. And don't let the small-town Midwestern charm fool you. The Packers are ruthless when it comes to cutting ties before a player declines. Jones was part of the running back revolution in 2024, when stars like Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, and Josh Jacobs proved that veteran RBs still have value. But despite that shift, age is still a concern. NFL.com points out that historically, RBs hit a steep decline around 30, and Jones' numbers per carry and per game dropped significantly in the second half of last season. So now, the Vikings face a massive decision. Do they bring Jones back on a team-friendly deal, hoping he can sustain his 2024 production? Or is it time to move on before the decline truly sets in? Minnesota could turn to the 2025 NFL Draft, where the running back class is considered strong. The free agent market, on the other hand, isn't too exciting, meaning letting Jones walk could leave them scrambling for a solution. One thing is certain: the Vikings have plenty of big decisions ahead, with key free agents on both sides of the ball. They've got $63 million in cap space, so they're in good financial shape, but they can't keep everyone. And Jones? He might be one of the first names out the door. Now, I want to hear from you. Should the Vikings bring back Aaron Jones? Or is it time to move on? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And before you go, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because this off-season is just getting started, and things are about to get crazy in Minnesota.